Believe it or not, this is actually a disposable vape, the Olit HookaLit Pro. I've got 3 of them. Let's check them out. Welcome to Honest Reviews, where I show you alternatives to tobacco and alcohol. And tonight I've got something very, very cool coming to us from Vape Society Supplies. This is one I've held on to for a while. Didn't really know how to go about it because it's not something that I would normally use, but it's very, very cool. I've been playing around with one for a little while. So take a look at this, guys. This is the Olit HookaLit Pro. Look at that thing, right? Can you believe that is a disposable vape? 60K disposable vape too. So there's all. I'll try and hold it up close here. I gotta fit it on the darn screen. It's so big. Now, it feels like it's a nice piece of gear. This has like a faux kind of leather, and I don't know if you can tell, it's got a little bit of a metallic look to that gold. Pretty sharp looking. And on the bottom, we do have, of course, the Type-C charging port. Now, this one does have 2 modes. That switch, you can tell, it's just for your MTL or detail. I'm not sure why you would ever want to hit this thing MTL, because really the whole idea is it's a hookah vape, but you do have that option. I suppose if you're used to it, and I am, so maybe I would hit MTL, I don't know. But that is the option right there, and you can see where that just switches, and it's got a larger hole when it's on detail, and then you put it over to the side, and it just opens up that small hole. So if you want to take MTL hits off this thing, you can. Now, as far as features go, there's not a whole lot to it. It does make sounds. Oh, and that's something else I wanted to mention. You'll notice on the bottom of this thing, there's an extra little spot there that we don't normally see, and I finally figured out what it is. It's a speaker, because this thing makes sounds. It's actually kind of cool because it does these cool hookah sounds. But anyways, really, I got to show it off, and I hope you guys can hear it out here. I do apologize for the noise. You know, it's just that time of year, harvest season, but at least we don't have corn dust raining down from the sky like we did last week. I'm sure that will come back. But anyways, let's try this thing out. The HookaLit Pro Olit. Now, let's just, because I feel that this is something that just should be hit in detail, so that's what I'm going to do. Yeah, so I'm opening mine up all the way. Now, the flavor I'm starting off with is the effing Fab, although I do have 3 flavors here, like I mentioned. I've also got a sweet passion fruit, and everyone's fave, we got some blue raz and a blue raz lemonade here. That should be pretty good. A blue raz lemonade hookah. That'll be interesting. But we'll get into those soon enough. So here we go. Starting off with the effing Fab on the Olit HookaLit Pro. So here we go. All right, now the liquid to me is the smoothest liquid I've ever had out of a disposable. It doesn't taste like normal disposable liquid. It doesn't taste like refillable liquid. It's a light, really creamy kind of, I don't know, guys, it's something different. I think they're trying to emulate hookah tobacco, which I've never really had before, but if it's anything like this, I'm sure I'd like it, because this is just super like butter smooth on that inhale. I mean, it almost seems like it's a nicotine-free vape. There's almost no throat hit to it. You can tell you're getting some nicotine, like it satisfies, but it's not scratchy at all. I'm gonna try it again, and I'll get closer on the microphone, see if you guys can hear this sound effect, because I don't know, it actually kind of adds to it, because you can hear like the bubbling. Do hookahs bubble? I don't know. I've never tried one. Anyways, check this sound out. Oh, and it starts and stops as you're hitting it. It does kind of add to the effect, because as you just barely hit, the sound works with the way you're hitting it. I'll see if I can demonstrate that. I hope you guys can hear that. But this thing's cool. It just is. I don't think this is anything that... Oh yeah, and it's got the output. Look at that, it's still going. I can't imagine me walking around with this thing in my pocket, cracking it out like a stoplight or something. Nah, I don't think I'm gonna do that. But if you wanted to just relax and vape on something for a long time, maybe like the type of vaping that I would normally do with a refillable vape, with some nice liquid, something like that, I could see myself perhaps using this instead. It's almost kind of a shame that you're gonna have to throw this thing away. I mean, I suppose you don't have to. You could hang on to it, maybe have a collection of them or something. But yeah, it's not refillable. It is just a disposable, 60K. So after it's done, toss it and grab another one, which, let's go ahead and grab another one now. I got 2 more I want to show off. So what are we gonna do next? Blue Raz Lemonade, or you know what? Actually, let's do this passion fruit one, because passion fruit's something that I don't get a whole lot of. Yeah, I had those Mr. Fog blue raz vapes, and I like them for the most part, but I'm just a little blue razzed out. So let's take a look at what comes in this. Actually, there's not much. It just comes with the flavor card and a user manual, so not a whole lot to it. Basically, you can just turn the sound on and off by hitting the button on top. That's all that does. And then, of course, the 2 modes on the bottom, so really not much to it. But it looks like they make this, and what is it, like 10, yeah, 10 different flavors, so pretty cool. Let's move on to the passion fruit. Look at that. That's wild. Yeah, well, same type of graphic with the that faux leather and the kind of gold look. Now you do have some instructions there, and that basically just tells you how that screen works to turn off the sound. Ooh, this thing smells good. It smells like a passion fruit vape. I still have not had a passion fruit. Passion fruit to me was always a little bit of a citrusy banana. So let's see how that comes across with this one. Let's pop our top off there. Oh, and I like how they did that colored steel on the inside of that mouthpiece. That's really cool. Just a nice added touch. All right, so let's give it a go. And you know what? Let's just try it, because I want to demonstrate the MTL. So I've got that switched over now. So we'll try that. Here we go. Olit HookaLit Pro. Still a lot of outputs, even in that MTL mode, and very, very smooth. I dig that flavor. Tastes like the passion fruit vapes I remember in the past. Really, really sweet and a lot of flavor. And again, no throat hit on this at all. I think that's a good thing though, because as much output as this has, in kind of the way that I believe you would want to hit it, because it's so big and because of the output, because of that, I think it's better that it's got a little bit lower of a nicotine content. I think if this was 5%, it might make it a little bit nick sick if you were laying into it too much. Yeah, if you were doing that DTL all night long, that might get to be a little bit too much. So I suppose it's nice that you can switch it off if you want to. But I have one left. Let's try the Blue Raz Lemonade. Something else I wanted to mention is a lot of my videos do get age restricted, so make sure you're logged in and subscribed so you don't miss out on anything, because guys, I crack out videos all the time. A lot of the times it's almost every day. So here we go. Ooh, I like that blue. For some reason, I guess I didn't think it would be blue. I don't know. All 3 of these were very strong smelling. As soon as I cracked open the package, I got a whiff of it. Ooh. Now, I like the look of this one the most just because it's blue. I don't know. All right, for the full effect, since it is a hookah vape, I'm going to run this on DTL mode all the way open. And for the full effect, let's turn on that sound. Yeah, there we go. Okay, here we go. Blue Raz Lemonade. Wow, you can get some giant hits. Still going. And I didn't even go all the way, because I think if I took like a full inhale on this, it might be a little bit too much. That's just a lot of nicotine there. But if that's what you're looking for, man, you can sure do it with this thing. You can get some monstrous hits off this. So, do I think it's cool? Yeah, I do. And like I said, I don't imagine myself walking around with it in my shirt pocket. That would look a little bit ridiculous, but just for hanging out. And if nothing else, it's kind of a novelty thing, kind of a conversation thing. Maybe if you're sitting around with some buddies, you know, like we used to do back in the day with something different. I don't know. But there you go. You do have the HookaLit Pro from Olit. Something very cool, just a little bit different, something that all your buddies aren't going to have when you show up to the party with one of these things. So there we go, guys. The new, well, I don't know if it's new or not, but it's new to me, the Olit HookaLit Pro. Hope to see you all next one. Take care. Bye-bye.